Good evening, students. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I hope that you all are happy and well at your homes during the crisis of coronavirus. And be safe, be healthy, and use this time for the useful and creative things, so that this useful time will be beneficial for you in the future. Okay. So basically, as you all know, that we have started our classes for online. We have started our online classes for class 9th and 10th. So last time in class 9 syllabus we have discussed about the India location and its size, the first chapter of geography. Today we are starting our next chapter, the first chapter of economics, that is the story of Palampur village. Okay. So basically, when we start any chapter, then the first thing must be ensure that the meaning of the chapter must be understood by each and every student. So basically, the chapter name is the story of Palampur village. Okay. If you see the chapter name, if you see the chapter name in NCERT, then the chapter name is the story of Palampur village. And if you have another book of K.S. Randhawa or Evergreen, then the chapter name is factors of production. Okay, there are two names for this chapter. First is the story of Palampur village, and the another one is factors of production. Okay, so let's start our chapter, the story of Palampur village or the factors of production. Okay, so first of all, in this chapter we have to discuss the story of Palampur. Okay, basically this chapter, first of all, we have to understand the concepts and the main ideas behind this chapter. This chapter teach or understand, this chapter will give you the understanding of the economic activities in a particular village. What are the economic activities mainly a village have? Okay, what are the main activities practiced in village in rural areas, mainly by the villagers or the peoples. Okay, and what activities they have done, what are the main how they produce different types of how they produced different types of things, how they involved in farming activities, how they involved in the other activities also. Okay, so let's start our chapter, the story of Palampur village. Basically, the name of Palampur is taken from imaginary village in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, first of all, we have to discuss the features of this village. This village is very this village is the modern type village. Basically, all the facilities in this village, there are all types of facilities, like this village have electricity as well. This village have modern education as well. There are many types of college or schools are there in Palampur. Okay, there are pakka roads. Okay, there is electrification, there is proper water supply. The villagers of this village, the villagers mainly done so types. The villagers of this village have practiced so many types of activities. Like first of all, they have to majority of peoples of this village do farming activities, and all the other person are involved in certain other activities like farming, dairy farming, small scale manufacturing. Okay, basically they are involved in dairy, they are involved in farming, they are involved in shopkeeping, they are also involved in certain shops and the small shops which are open in villages. Okay, so basically this village is a village of what we can call it as a modern village, a modern type of village. In this village 450 families are lived, in which majority of people are the lower sections of the society, belong from the lower sections or the lower strata of the society. Okay, there are many types of people, like the upper class and the lower class also. Okay, upper class involved in the upper activities and the lower class involved in lower activities. Okay, there are many types of landlords are also lived in this village. Okay, and basically the Palampur village have so many types of people who practice different type of activities, and they have different society, different things, and different ideas of the village. Okay, this is the first topic of this chapter, this is the first concept of chapter. Let's move to the next concept of this chapter. We have to read about the factors of production, or how the production has done in villages. Okay, so first of all, we have to know the meaning of production. Okay, basically when any primary product convert into usable form. When any primary product convert into usable form, then this is known as production. Okay, basically we call cotton as what? A primary product, and when it converted into a shirt, then this is known as usable form. Okay, and how shirt is converted into, how cotton is converted into a shirt? Okay, that is by the process of production. So that is production involves so many certain terms. First is land, second is labor, third is capital, fourth is human capital, physical capital, human capital, and the last one is what? Last one is entrepreneur. Okay, so let's discuss our first factor of production, that is land. Okay, when any factory or any production activity is started, then the first thing which must be with us, land. Okay, any production activity can be practiced only on land. Okay, basically only on land we can practice activity only on land. So we have to require, in the production activity you have to require firstly land. Okay, then the another factor of production required for the activity, that is, or the manufacturing, that is labor. Okay, the third factor of production required for economic activity, that is आपका physical capital. Okay, physical capital means what types of things are required in doing a production activity. Okay, the production activity, the physical capital is of two types, that is first is fixed capital, and the another one is working capital. Fixed capital means the machines and the machines which are required in producing or in practicing any economic activity. Okay, fixed capital is the machines, and the working capital is the raw material and money which is required to complete the day by day activities of production. Okay, the fourth factor of production is what? Human capital. Human capital means there are certain peoples who are required to start any production activity and to take care of the activity. Basically there are tertiary, this is the example of tertiary sector. Tertiary sector means all the peoples who are take care of the production. Okay, they are controlling the production. Okay, how production has to be done, how production has to be, how many goods are produced, what are the benefit, what are the things. Okay, so that is the work of human capital. Okay, human capital means all the technical staff, all the technical staff who are required to do any production activity. The last production factor of production, entrepreneur. Entrepreneur means the person which is required, to hold all the production activities, or the mainly it is the control person of all the other activities or all the production activity of any production. Okay, so basically there are five parts or factors of production. The first is land, in which activity is practiced. Second is labor, all the activities of this land is or production completed by the labor class. Okay, the third is physical capital. Physical capital means the money or the machine which is required to do a production activity. The fourth one is human capital, the technical staff to control all the activities, and the last one is entrepreneur, which is the owner of the production unit or the owner of the production activity. Okay, so these are the basically these are the factors of production. Okay, so these two topics are completed. We have completed two topics of this chapter. So let's start our next topic, main production activities of Palampur. Okay, basically if we talk about main production activities of Palampur, then this question is this question I taught you earlier, that they have done have practiced so many activities. They have practiced so many activities like farming, shopkeeping, small scale manufacturing, dairy, okay, rickshaw pulling. They were also so many things they have practiced in their villages. Okay, the next topic in this chapter is factors of production, as I have discussed, and the first factor of production is land. So basically if we talk about land, then we can say that land is the first factor of production, and land is required to do any activity. Any activity cannot be completed without a land. Okay, basically when our country became independent in 1947, after that we had started so many things to increase or to increase our land. Okay, basically, as you all know, land is fixed. We cannot increase the land. We can only increase the production from the land. Okay, so we have done so many things to increase the production of land. Okay, that is, we take two strategies to increase the production of land. That is first mixed cropping. Okay, that is first mixed cropping, and the another one is mixed cropping, multi cropping, and the use of modern farming methods. Okay, so basically today we have completed till our the story of Palampur village. Okay, what is the story of Palampur village? Next we have studied about the production activities of Palampur. Next we have studied about the uh, how the factors of production are produced and how a plant is work. Okay, land, labor, physical capital, human capital, and entrepreneur. Okay, and how, what is the first how the production should be increased by the land. Okay, so I hope that you understand the concept of story of Palampur village till. So this is a topic, and this is the first video of this lecture. Tomorrow we have discussed the next part of this chapter, and if you have any doubt and regarding any query, you have any query and regarding any topic, then you can comment me in the you can comment in the comment section, and you can also call me on my number to better understanding of the chapter and better understanding of any topic. Okay, so let's hope for a better future, for a better world. Happy. Bye.